obviously a couple weeks ago, while he's on the pulpit giving a message, a guy walks up, stabs him, and while he's stabbing him, attempting to pretty much, I mean, if you're doing that at that time, you're trying to kill the guy.
1,000%.
He's praying over him while he's still holding the cross, okay? And he leaves. Everybody, there's 5,000 Assyrians outside, upset about what took place. I'm getting messages left and right on what happened there. An Assyrian Christian Bishop Mar Mari Emmanuel, this is a story from Daily Mail, allegedly stabbed in a terror attack in Sydney. It's not allegedly.
Yeah, why allegedly?
He made an emotional return to his pulpit, receiving a standing ovation before delivering a fiery sermon defending free speech and criticizing Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, asserting every human being has the right to freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Bishop Emmanuel passionately defended the importance of free speech, stating, for us to say because of this freedom of speech, it is causing dramas and dilemmas, therefore everything should be censored. Where is democracy? Where is humanity? Where is integrity? He also forgave his alleged attacker, saying, I love you and I will always pray for you. Rob, if you have the video, if you can show that of him entering, you can just play that, Rob. If it's a minute long, if you can play that clip. Go for it.
A true blue Aussie, I am proud to be an Australian. And wherever I go, wherever I travel across the globe, when I come back here, this is home. And I said it, I am very proud of these great Anzac warriors who gave their life up to the very human rights, to the very freedom of speech and freedom of religion. They died to keep and preserve the human identity and integrity. I salute my beloved Anzac warriors, and whoever walks in that path must be saluted.
Rob, I want you to play this clip, okay, that some are saying this is where even he said it himself, that he was getting a lot of hate. Play the clip of him saying what he said about Muslims, okay?
And you mentioning it? You were mentioning this one?
We were mentioned. The podcast we did with me, you, Jenko, and himself. Yeah. Play this clip, Rob. This is very interesting on how he delivers this message. How do you not love this guy and his approach? Go ahead, Rob.
To my beloved Muslim world, they got upset with me in that interview with Patrick Bet-David.
Oh, man.
It's okay. You can get upset. It's fine. Everybody's free. But let me tell you one thing, my beloved Muslim brother and sister.
This is in
humanity.
Getting stabbed.
Yeah.
I love you, and I will always love you. I pray for you, and I will always continue to pray for you, whether you like me, hate me, accept me, or reject me. Beside the point. You know why? Because my...
Okay, let it keep going.
My sweetheart, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, always told me to love everyone and to pray for everyone.
Dude, just
all love. It's all love.
Like sincerely, it's all love. This is not an act. You know, sometimes you see this is like a message like this being given, but it's great to see him healthy. It's great to see him on the pulpit. It's great to see him making a comeback. It's great to see him committed to what he's doing. And this is not somebody that just gives lip service. He went to Gaza.
He went,
and I think with 53 of his members of his church, they went there.
And he got out of. He tells a story, and it's on the internet that they were telling him, "Don't go, don't do this, don't do that." And he said he saw a Gazan girl come out of one of the buildings, or destroyed, whatever. And he went out, and he's going to talk to her, and he gave her some toy. And he said her face lit up, and then all these people from Gaza started running after him, and the guy in the bus was like, "Let's leave!" And he's staying there. All were hugging. They're saying, "We've been forgotten. We need help.
Yeah,
we need help." And it was By the way, I don't know if he lost his eye or not, but the fact that this terrorist, allegedly whatever, came to stab him, and the knife didn't work, is literally God intervening and saying, "It's not your time to go," or it's the dumbest terrorist in the history of terrorism.
Well, either way, we
Idiot.
appreciate his dumbness, and we appreciate God doing his part, whoever it was, Tom.
Amen.
And he's delivering the message of Christ. And the message of Christ is to, while we live on this earth, to express, love and acceptance of people and communicate the opportunity to take Christ as your Savior in this life. And that's the message here. We are not here to be God's cops. We are here to accept him and communicate his love. And that's exactly what he's doing. And if somebody wants to come after him for that and to try to martyr him for that, that just shows the deep brokenness of humanity that certain segments of humanity are choosing to abide by. But that is not the Christian way. That is not Scripture. This man is showing you what the words of Scripture look like in real life.
Pete, I wonder what the security at this church, or just with him in general. Now it has to be bonkers, because in Australia, they're not armed. The civilians nobody has guns. So I'm pretty sure he has to have full-on security 24/7 now, because he's obviously a target.
I promise you. I mean, think about if you go to this church, and think about if this man's impacted your life positively. How protective are you of him? You. Me, as in, for example, when I used to go to Shepherd, and it was Dudley, I am naturally paranoid, sitting there watching to see if anything they do. When the Prop 8 thing was going on in California, I don't know if you remember the whole Prop 8, you had to always be careful at the church, because Prop 8 was the whole gay marriage thing, I think it was at the time, and it was a lot of protesting that were targeting churches. So I think the members are naturally going to be a little bit more alert, to be ready if anything goes down. And they'll be watching everybody coming in asking, Is he a Syrian? Who is this guy? Do you know this guy? Does he speak this? And who is this guy? You're asking some of those types of questions to be a little bit more alert. But best part, glad to hear you're doing well, Adam.
Well, great to see that he's back on the pulpit. Resilience and leading with love, respect to you. Whether you're a person, whether you're a leader, whether you're an idea, whether you're even a religion, there's one thing that you have to at least be open to, and that's criticism and feedback from others. Mm-hmm. Sorry. And this will probably get me in hot water. There's only one religion. There's only one people that how dare you be critical of them? How dare you question the perfect religion ever? How dare you question our leader? How dare you even draw a picture of Muhammad? We saw what happened with the Charlie Hebdo. You draw a picture, they will kill you. And I'm not talking about the entire religion. I'm talking about those three words: radical, Islamic, extremists. And that is the person who tried to kill Bishop Mar Mari. What did he shout before he hit?
By the way, did we find out if he was or not? Did you find out if he is Muslim or not? The guy that stabbed him?
He is allegedly Muslim, and he allegedly yelled,
said Allahu Akbar.
Allah Akbar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jewish people, Christian people, Buddhist people aren't yelling
play this.
Allah Akbar.
Teenager charged with terrorism over Australia church stabbing. Boy was arrested after the cinema zone attacked. Go a little lower, Rob, to see a 16-year Australian boy has been charged with committing a terrorist act. Police said after stabbing a Syrian church in Sydney. The teenage suspect was also hospital. Mar Mari, keep going, Lord. What does it say? Australian government doesn't stab or problem. Go a little, the bullet stuff at the top, Rob. Go a little high right there. Solomon Islanders voter. Oh, that's something else. Okay. He did not appear in court. Lord did not ask Australia. Police charged it. Yeah, but who is the guy?
Allegedly, he is a man of that.
Well, I mean, who
Police says the suspect traveled 90 minutes to reach the Christ God Shepherd Western, where he stabbed Bishop Mar Mari about 6 times. Go lower.
Who wrote this article, by the way?
The attacker triggered a riot after a crowd. I'm still trying to find out.
Who wrote the article?
It's actually weird, though, that Australia...
Who is it?
Al Jazeera.
So, who wrote it again, Rob?
Al Jazeera.
Jazeera.
Are you shocked that Al Jazeera is not claiming that he's a radical Islamic extremist?
They did
Not
say
shocking.
he had a history of mental illness.
Well,
a lot of extremists do.
Listen, screaming Allahu Akbar, I mean, I haven't heard a Christian say Allahu Akbar and then stabs a priest.
Guys, why are we beating around the bush here? Why are we beating around the bush here?
No. Well, Adam, it goes into the...
I have Muslim friends, I have Jewish friends, I have Christian friends. I'm talking about extremists. You can be an extremist of any religion, but particularly there happens to be one that you cannot criticize. You see what's going on campus all over America right now. They're criticizing Israel. They're criticizing the government. They're criticizing Zionism. They're criticizing Judaism. You don't see any pushback. You don't see anyone fighting back in America other than the cops. God forbid they were questioning a certain other faith, you would see some dangerous stuff.
Since you brought that up, Adam,
yes.
Can you explain to me why George Soros, a Jewish man, is funding all the anti-Israel, anti-Semitism, all the hate is coming from a Jewish guy? Why is that?
I don't even consider him to be.
Well, but I mean, he
Jewish.
He is Jewish.
Oh, wait.
He's a self-hating Jew.
Yeah, he's spoken about that.
He's not part of the religion. He was born Jewish. He turned on his people, turned in other Jews during the Holocaust.
Yeah. So what's the goal of this guy?
Obviously, Vinny, I know you like to use the word demon for anyone. That is a likely candidate for a human demon.
What's up, Rob?
If we go back to the Mar Mari Emmanuel, this according to the attacker's parents, they said that he practices faith like a normal Muslim child, praying 5 times a day and fasting for Ramadan.
Al Jazeera.
This is from ABC.net. Yeah, the parents said this in an interview with ABC.net in Australia.
Got it.
But by the way, I don't throw away the when I say demon, like that guy.
So what I want to do is let's stay here and then we'll go to George Soros because these are two different. I promise you we're going to go to George Soros.
Okay. Yeah.
So now his parents have valid because there's a lot of people saying why would you all of a sudden jump to the conclusion that he's a Muslim?
Right.
Because the Assyrian guy in Assyrian, I speak Aramaic, said, Mishalmanela, is he Assyrian? Is he a Muslim? And the other guy said, Mishalmanela. He is a Muslim. So I'm speaking the language. And if you don't speak Aramaic, maybe you don't understand
You're
what
speaking the language of Jesus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I understand what he was saying. Me and Vinny heard that. And so now his parents confirmed that he practices his faith like a normal Muslim child, praying 5 times a day and fasting for Ramadan. So
which is a beautiful thing.
That we have this. So we announced the Manect contest to come have dinner with us at Casa D'Angelo and go have dinner. Rob, go to the Leaders Bulletin. Folks, if you want to see the Leaders Bulletin, just go to Manect.com, and all the way at the top, you'll see a Leaders Bulletin. Click on it. The video explains how to compete. It's whoever Manects the most, both as experts, influencers, and those who ask others. As a user, you can compete on this, Rob. You can stay on that if you want. Just stay on that. Oh, you have the categories of where they are. But I want to see how many Manects people are doing, and then we'll go to that. So right now, if you look at this, new experts on Manect, lightweight, if you look at it, zoom in, Rob, Tulsi Gabbard has officially completed 72 Manects that she has responded to, by the way, on Manect. Second place so far is Brandon Davis. Then it's Santino Tostani. John Ray is competing, but he's 4th place, and he got the rest of the folks. Even Ryan Garcia's at 7th place, by the way.
I love it.
And by the way, I think he's responded to every single Manect he's gotten, and he responds in audio. So it's not like he responds. Rob, go to the other category for middleweight. If you look at middleweight, Fernando is still 1st place at 46. This is people that pre-announced in the contest. They were on here from April 16th. He's done 46 questions he's responded to. He's 1st place. He'd be invited to the dinner. Then it's Patterson Tomos 3rd place. Look at the next.
Guys, get Kelly some next. Get her up there.
Kelly. Dame Dash is even on there at 6th place. Go to the last category. Heavyweight. 1st place is Dustin. Not even close. 138.
Dustin is
crushing it.
Calvin G 77. Chris Cuomo 3rd place.
44.
And then you got everybody else. Now, Rob, go to home team. Go to home team. Who's dominating? Okay, dominating Vincent Oshana, 281.
Wow. Thank you, everybody. I love you.
Vinnie.
Then it's Tom, 204, Adam, 75.
We're trying to catch up.
But I'll tell you guys here what's going on here in a minute with Vinnie. Go down to the bottom with the people asking most questions. This is how you use Manect is slowly but surely becoming the most a popular networking app because 95% of the time the people respond to you.
Yeah.
You want an answer back? Pay for it. You want to be waiting for 3 months? DM somebody on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. If you're lucky for. By the way, the number of people getting back to you, if you DM them, is less than 3%. On some apps, is 1%. Manect is 91 to 95%. Look at the people asking the most questions. Show that real quick, Rob. So in 1st place is who? Zoom in a little bit, Rob, if you could, for the Terrell Hall, 76. Eddie Gossaker, 71 questions he's asked other Manectors. Eric Link, 67. Very competitive, by the way, here. Now, go to the other side for people that have been using Manect pre-April. Dustin is asking questions. Ozzy, 2nd place one. So far, it hasn't even been 2 weeks. And top 3, they're all above 100. Jeanette Lahose, who comes to all the lives that we do, John Ray. Okay, so here's what I want to do, Rob. If you can go to all the QR codes, how many of you watching this, be honest, who here loves Vinnie? Okay? Who here loves Vinnie?
I do.
If you love Vinnie, today is Vinnie's birthday.
Good man. Good
okay,
man.
Tomorrow is birthday, but today's Mario, and tomorrow we're not doing a podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
So listen, today, tomorrow, if you love Vinnie, you want to wish him a happy birthday, go on here, Manect with him, send him some love, wish him a happy birthday. I'd like to see him get 200 plus Manects today to cross 2,000. I'd like to see him get that. Send him some love. At the same time, you can Manect Adam, myself, or Tom. And FYI, for those of you guys that haven't yet started competing, download the app, start Manecting today. Right now, if it ended today, Rob, can you go to the flyer showing who the top people are right now? We're going to give away belts, by the way.
Really?
The lightweight champion would have been Tulsi if it's today.
Tulsi.
Okay, the middleweight champion would be Fernando if it ended today. Heavyweight would be Dustin. The home team would be Vinnie. For new users, it would be Terrell. And for existing users, it'd be Dustin.
Does have 2 belts.
He'd be having two belts. Listen, we're going to give it to him at Casa D'Angelo. Everybody at first place will be at the main table. Anyways, so there's a QR code at the top. Download it.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.